I generated all of these artworks using artificial intelligence. Is this the end of human creativity? Let's talk about it. About a month ago, I signed up to test drive Midjourney. Midjourney is this artificial intelligence program which generates artworks based on a user's text prompts. Let's say you type in "epic robot Jesus" and press enter. This is what happens. We start with imagine, epic robot Jesus. We'll add a few extra little prompts like beautiful, photorealism, and intricate detail, just to get us going. And here we go. Pretty cool, huh? Let's say I like it enough that I want to use it for an advertisement, maybe for a new Calvin Klein cologne. I just click U1 for upscale, et voila, full resolution. I love the eyes. They have that little ring around them, which makes them look like cyborg eyes. And the beard hair is really impressive. Now notice the things I didn't ask for, like the cracks. I didn't tell the AI I wanted any cracks, and I didn't tell it I wanted a monochromatic image. These are decisions the AI has made itself, very much like a hired artist might. But in this case, the AI has made these decisions based on an immense database of imagery which it has access to and which it references to draw its inspiration from. Let's try another one. How about something colorful this time? How about we ask for a hot air balloon in outer space floating above the Earth? We let it generate. Wow. Very interesting choices. I actually really like these colors. Let's upscale images 1 and 3, and this is what they look like. Notice again the decisions that the AI has made. The color palette seems consistent between the two artworks. When you zoom in, the style looks like an acrylic painting, and in one version, it includes a structure that looks like the peak of a mountainous forest, and in the other, only a richly colored cover of clouds. In the absence of a fully detailed description, the AI has taken something like an artistic license with my short prompt. So my first reaction when trying Midjourney was a mixture of terror and excitement. And I would say that for any artist that tries this kind of technology, that's the right reaction. Because you immediately start to consider all of the implications of this kind of AI, creating generative art, dabbling in creativity, right? You start to consider that as it gets better and better, as it becomes easily accessible to the public, it has a real potential to put countless digital artists out of a job. And that's a terrifying implication, right? I mean, why would you need a digital artist in a graphic design department? Why would you need a storyboard artist on a film if you could just go over to your AI like DALL-E 2 or Midjourney and type in a text prompt about what you want, and within a few seconds, it'll churn it out for you, and exactly as you described. And it'll churn it out at a pace that is impossible for a human. It'll give you one artwork with 4 variations in roughly 1 minute to 2 minutes. I mean, it's kind of mind-boggling, right? So the first time I was playing with it, I was just sitting there with my mouth open, dumbfounded for hours. And I would say that that was the other half of the emotion I was feeling, which was excitement. I mean, imagine having a digital artist as a friend who could churn out any prompt you give him or her within a matter of seconds. Like, let's say you wanted to see a creature with an owl body and a sugar glider head, let's say. Well, here you go. Want a photorealistic picture of a geisha with a raven on her shoulder? Here you go. Want to see a rabbi winning a swimsuit competition? I know I do. Here you go. Hey, Don't send me angry letters. I didn't make this. I did prompt it, though. But I wouldn't say I created it. But that's the question, isn't it? Who made these? I mean, really. Who owns this image? Epic Robot Jesus. Who is its creator? If I generated an image using Midjourney, and then a business, or a record company, or advertiser decided to license it from me, should I get paid? I couldn't have done any less than I did to create it. All I did was type a few words into a text box. There really is no precedent here. We are venturing into uncharted territory for both society and art history. This is part of what makes this both terrifying and exciting. How often can you say that you were present for the introduction of a revolutionary technology, something which has the potential to truly change society? Well, this is it. It's here. The genie is out of the bottle, and there's no turning back. I mean, the implementation of this kind of advanced AI into all creative fields has mind-blowing implications. The philosophical, economical, and ethical problems it presents are serious things, and we've only just scratched the surface here. I generated these images, but I did not create them. So who did? It's a conundrum the world is already wrestling with. For example, check out this artwork. This was a winning submission at the Colorado State Fair this year, on August 29th, 2022. The Colorado State Fair holds an art competition every year with a cash prize for each category. This is a digital piece submitted by a man named Jason Allen in the category of Digital Arts/Digitally Manipulated Photography. The piece is titled Théâtre d'Opéra Spatial, or Space Opera Theater. Mr. Allen had this printed on a canvas and displayed at the fair. It won first place in the art competition's digital art category. Okay, it's a nice looking piece. I like the sense of a theatrical scene and the convincing oil painting look. Now, all was well and good, until people online realized he didn't create this work of art. Midjourney did. Mr. Allen merely prompted it. And he doesn't even consider himself a digital artist at all. This caused an uproar online amongst artists. Now, Mr. Allen claims that he mentioned to the judges with his submission that this artwork was generated by artificial intelligence via Midjourney. And I believe him, despite the knee-jerk reaction to blame Mr. Allen here. There's more to the story. It turns out that two of the judges had never heard of Midjourney before, and hence, they didn't know the degree to which this artwork was created by a human, or merely prompted by one. Folks, welcome to the 21st century. Imagine the far-reaching implications if an AI of this level of effectiveness, which we see in the programs such as DALL-E, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion, imagine if similar programs are being developed right now for every existing creative medium, from writing, sculpture, architecture, animation, filmmaking, music, and so on. And I have no doubt that they are. You know, it keeps me up at night, considering all these questions. For example, how does this change our relationship to art? How will this affect copyright law? Does this spell the end of the still image NFT? If I could just head over to my AI and type in a text prompt of a cartoon raccoon wearing a funny hat, and it spits out 4 variations in the matter of seconds, why should anyone ever want to buy another still image NFT? But most importantly, what does this teach us about our own creativity? When we look at an AI like Midjourney or DALL-E 2, can we consider what they do as creativity? Or is it some form of an advanced mimicry? I tend to lean toward the latter, but even so, there are times when it surprises me. For example, the other night, I gave it this prompt, an ancient alchemical diagram showing how to melt a human skeleton. You can tell I was up late for that one. It generated this. What the hell? If I saw this artwork as a physical sculpture in a museum, I would say it was genius. Look at the realism of the bones, and for whatever reason, they have been presented in this ceremonial arrangement. To come back to our first question, is this the end of human creativity? No, but it's the start of something strange and new, something we don't yet fully understand or foresee the full ramifications of. This has been Creative Codex. I am MJ Dorian. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. I'm considering doing a follow-up, showing some of the weaknesses I've found of Midjourney, areas where it seems to trip over itself, often to hilarious results. And of course, I'd also like to explore more of the many philosophical, ethical, and economical issues that AI creativity is making us face. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out the Creative Codex podcast, where we take deep dives into the minds of history's greatest creative geniuses, the human ones. It's available in your favorite podcast player. The link for that is in the episode description. Until next time, take care of yourselves.